Okay, hey everyone, this is our quick review of the Gemara for Unit 5. I'm just going to read and translate and not do much more else than that. So here we go. Okay, this is the Gemara that discussed the defenseless person being thrown off the roof, and the fact that there would be a machloket in that case if that person was thrown off a roof and they were caught on someone else's sword, who purposely stuck out their sword in order to kill the person that was falling. Vama Rabba said, Zarak Tinok Mirosh Agag, if a child was thrown off a roof, and we said that it's really a paradigm for a defenseless person. I'm going to go with the arrow if that's okay. So again, Zarak Tinok Mirosh Agag, right? If a child was thrown off a roof, Uba Acher, someone else came along, Vikiblo B'Sayaf, and caught that defenseless person on a sword. So who's Chaya, and this person was killed obviously, so who's the murderer here? Does anyone get the death penalty? Pilukta, it's a machloket between Rabbi Yehuda ben Betera, the Rabbanan, and the rabbis. How do I know that? What opinions are we talking about? How do you know that they would argue? Oh, did Tanya, as it says in a Braita, Hikaru asar b'nei adam basar maklot. If this is the beginning of the Braita, if this is the Rabbanan talking, if asar b'nei adam, 10 people beat the victim, but asar maklot with 10 sticks, each has their own stick. Bein barachat, whether they did it all at once. Bein bezach, whether they did it one after another, still kulan paturin. They are all patur. They don't get the death penalty. They're horrible people. They're terrible people. They should be put in jail, but they don't get the actual death penalty. That's the opinion of the Rabbanan. Rabbi Yehuda ben Betera says, when it's one after another, the last person is chayav. Why? They're the one who brought the person to death. So, just like in this Braita, we have a case where 10 people beat somebody to death, one after another. Okay, so we know who the last person was who actually committed the murder, but there were multiple people involved. The same way in that case, the Tanakama would say, the Rabbanan would say that you do not get the death penalty, and the Yehuda ben Betera said you do get a death penalty. So in our case, if someone's pushed off a roof, so that's like one after another, because they're pushed off a roof by one person, and then the person sticks out the sword to catch them. So it's like one after another. So just like in our case, in the mob murder case, if it's one after another, the Rabbanan and Rabbi Yehuda ben Betera would argue. The Rabbanan would say everyone's patur, and the Rabbi Yehuda ben Betera would say the last person is chayav. So too in the person being pushed off the roof case, the Rabbanan would say they're both patur, the pusher and the one who caught the person on the sword. And Rabbi Yehuda ben Betera would say no, the person who caught the defenseless person on the sword, the victim on the sword, would be chayav because they're the one shekiri midato that brought this person to death.